Okay, camera check. Audio. The bars are going across. Yes. Okay, that's working. Restream. Got the title in. Let me look at it on my phone or my tablet. There is nothing worse than to be talking and having a show and you are not heard. I have done that before, and I'll probably do it again. Let me see. Where am I at? Where am I? Right here. Yep, I can hear me. One Key Pro. One Key Pro. Good morning. Where's my chat? Good morning, my One Key Pro. How are you doing? You hear me. Thank you so much. Good morning. Oh, I am up. I am up. I had 1 cup of warm coffee. It would have been hot coffee, but I forgot that I was making it and I walked away. Now, I'm going to tell you, I do like hot coffee. I prefer hot coffee. And I like it hot so much that, you know how people make their coffee, you just make the coffee. And then you go get your creamer and you put your creamer in the coffee. And most of the time, the creamer is in the refrigerator. And you put cold creamer in your hot coffee and then it takes it down. And I can't do that. So I warm my creamer up. I do use a soy creamer, almond milk, or something like that. Push comes to shove, I will use the what is it, the Nestle, whatever, the one that's in the jar. Everybody, those little pre-packaged creamers. They got all the chemicals in there. Hi, my Christina, 331 Christina. How you doing? Thank you for coming over. So I will use that, but I will not put in my hot coffee cold cream. It just doesn't make any sense. And I know one of my friends would say, well, just stick it in the microwave. Well, we don't know what all the microwave things, you just zapping that stuff in there, then you sipping on. I don't know. I'm weird like that. But I do like my cream warm. So I warm my cream up and then I make my coffee. And then so when I put them together, they're still hot. And I only said that because did all that effort and then left the coffee sitting at the coffee thing. But anyway, I just went ahead and slurped it down. Um, and it was good. So now I'm ready for my second cup because I feel like I got cheated out of my first cup. I did get a beautiful little AKA cup that's got my name on it and my sorority thing. Yeah, somebody gave me that when they found out that I didn't have my little AKA mug. That's one that you can just order, so it's not like one special from the sorority. Anyway, so good morning, happy Thursday, the 22nd. I hope everybody's preparing for the snowstorm that I guess is getting ready to come, the cold front. Make sure you get all your eggs and milk and cream. Eggs, milk, and bread. That's what everybody gets when it's that time. Yeah, I'm good. My arm is, I went to bed with it all wrapped up. And when I woke up, the sling was all across the room. Yes. Devin, I finished watching your channel this morning. Devin was on the hot seat for being stalked last night and this morning because I had started her video yesterday, but I wasn't able to finish the first part of it. So I had to go over there and stalk her this morning and see what was going on because she was using the pan pastels and she pulled out a nasty piece of cassette tape. And I say nasty, nasty means good. Old school, okay? It's not an insult. She pulled out a nasty piece of cassette tape. When I saw that, I said, ooh, wicked, 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 wicked. Yeah, I used to love cassette tapes. I had a whole cassette tape collection. The cassette tape recorder on the radio with the clock radio. I had it in the car. I had the little portable cassette. And then you had the little wired headphones. Oh my goodness, that was everything. Cassette music was everything. Thank you, Devin. And I got something that you might want to look. Well, Miss Dee Dee showed it already in one of her lives. So yeah. So hi Chris. Hey, I did go kind of high up on there. Hi Chris, how you doing? I was over there stalking you. I mean watching your channel. Chris has a channel and she's so thoughtful, first of all. I'm just telling you that. Well, how you know she's thoughtful? Don't even worry about how I know. But I do watch her. You know how you can tell the kindness and sweetness in somebody's voice and sincerity. Unlike me and my ratchet voice, she's very kind and polite and everything. So I was stalking her also. She's got I believe she's doing the cat in the box with Comedia de Enrico. I believe so. I'm not sure. You had a whole collection of cassette tapes too. I even had the I think I know I'm older than you. I even had the 8-track tapes when they was out. The 8-track tape players. I remember in the front room we had the 8-track tape player, the stereo, the LP, the TV, all in that big wooden box. It was like a piece of furniture. Oh my goodness. But yeah, and then the 8-track tape players in the car. Like that was it. You was doing it if you was turning it if you had an 8-track tape player. And that was pre cassette tape. So it was 8-track tapes, and then it was reel to reel if you really want to get down to the whole thing. But that's a whole lot of another conversation. But then it was 8-track tapes, cassette tapes. And then they came out with the MP3s. I remember having an MP3 player. I have that. I don't know. Yeah, that came out at some time. Everybody did the MP3s, the little bitty ones. I actually have an iPod, whichever one, the small one somebody gave me years ago. It's got over 10,000 songs on it. And I think it's the original, whichever the one that heralds the music, one of the Apple things. And somebody told me, I think it's the same person that gave it to me, told me, you know, that thing is worth $1,000 or something like that. I don't even know if they were asking for it back or if they were checking to see if I still had it. I still have it, and I have it in my storage boxes somewhere. So I've got to find that because, and actually, I just unloaded all of my. I don't have any more storage units, or I'm not responsible for anybody else's storage units. So everything that I have here. So I've got to go through all that. But I do want to find that because that is extremely valuable. And 10,000 songs back from the 70s, 80s, 90s, baby. Yes. So you'll never know what's up in there. What you say? What'd you say? My cat in the box. Yes, I'm recording shorts right now for today and tomorrow until I stream live on Saturday. And that's great that you picked a day. I missed your last Saturday. Wasn't because it was at 7 in the morning, I think. But that's not a problem if it was early because I do wake up early, but sometimes I never know what I'm supposed to be looking for. So yeah. Devin says that my parents had an 8-track tape radio recorder player console. Yes, the TV. We was doing it. You were, as far as I'm concerned, part of the middle class. Back then, we didn't even really know about what was up, but there was somebody must have just, if you were doing it, if you had that. You go to somebody's house, you ask them, what did they have? Do you have a record player and stuff? And they turn around and say, yes, we got it all. But the only thing is, if something happened to one part of it, the whole thing would have to be, but nothing ever happened to it. But I used to hate dusting that thing for some reason. But that was everything. And it was separate. Oh, yours was separate. Okay. My brother loved listening to The Gambler by Kenny Rogers. You got to know when to hold them. Yes. Know when to fold them. Yes. Know when to walk away. Yes. And know when to run. You never count your money at the dealer's table because it's time enough for counting when something is done, I think. That's my version. Yeah, I love Kenny Rogers and I love The Gambler. Yeah. Oh, so that was separate. See, isn't that funny? I didn't even finish reading what you were saying. It's best if y'all buy those items, it's best to have each one separate. Like that's what they say with computers when they first came out, everything came in one, the all in one. No, don't buy the all in ones because well, nowadays they're better. They're better. But back then, if your computer went down, then like if one part of it went down, you'd have to ship the whole thing away. But blah 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 blah. That's the 80s and 90s. I just be babbling. Recording the music list from the radio from your Walkman. Yes. And then we would record songs off of the radio, off the radio until you walk. And then when you went to school and you had the new song that was out, you was turning it. I got you singing. Okay, well, let me get going. So I was watching, who was you watching, girl? I was watching, what's the lady's name? Oh my goodness. Hold on. The lady that has all these things, like she'll show you, she'll do her review on stuff. Like last night she did the review on the acrylic markers. And then the other night, I can see her name, Bliss, Coloring Bliss. What is her name? Because I call her by her name. Coloring Bliss Show. I believe that's what it is. So she had done a couple weeks ago. She had done the battle of the white gel pen. Okay. Now I'm telling you, I'm a snob, and I research stuff. Now everybody was screaming about the Tootsie Roll. The Jelly Roll is the #1 gel pen. And I said, okay, it was for a minute, but then they had the competitions, and then them daggone acrylic things came out. Jennifer, yes, Coloring Bliss, We recorded from the radio, praying that the host would not speak while you try to catch your favorite song. I know, right? Oh, now the Gambler, you will never today and the rest of the day, you will be hearing Kenny Rogers and me doing the Gambler Man. Okay, you're welcome. So she did the battle of the top 5 gel pens. And so I said in the chat, just clickety clacking, my gel pen is the #1 gel pen. Watch. And then everybody was like, really? What does View know? Oh, she don't know nothing. She just talking smack. And so look, so number 5, in the 5, my gel pen was in there. My gel pen, the one I voted for, is this one right here. A butt tiger. That's what it says. I can't hold my other arm up. It says butt tiger. So within the top 5 of the ones that she was choosing from, butt tiger was in there. And I say, yes, butt tiger's going to be, no, I'm going to say butt tiger's going to win, or it's going to be #2. I think Butt Tiger ended up being number 5. But I was so proud that I even guessed. Oh, not guessed, but I did test and tried and true. And I picked something that I knew that was a good gel pen. And the Butt Tigers come in, and I know I'm probably messing it up, but it's a Buuttiger. I know it's a Boottiger. No, it's Butt Tiger. Okay. See, y'all see it? I can't lift my arm up. Y'all see that butt tiger? Anyway, y'all can't see it. I can't. Y'all, and I apologize for my nails. They look horrible. I can't get to them. But anyway, yeah, so it's butt tiger. And I was watercoloring late last night. I was hanging out with Jane. I was black acrylic painting of my background and watercoloring that. I was hanging in there. We supposed to be doing a color along. I'm watching her color along. Okay, that's what it is. It's a buddy color along. I'm watching her color along while I do other shit. So anyway, so last night Miss Jennifer was doing the battle of the acrylic markers. I said, oh, I know my marker's gonna be up in there. Now, mind you, I really only have a couple of, 2 sets. The rest of them are just kind of like, 12 here, 2 there, or something like that. Nothing big. So I said my markers, because I finally went ahead and bought one. Because I had a little bit left over on a little nasty piece of corn somebody sent me. So I got these. Now, mind you, I did not realize this is the full set, 72 colors. I got these, the Meeting, and I'm gonna tell you why I got these. Oh, this is now I got these first of all. I did study these. This is not one of the ones where you got to feel like you're doing something illegal by the pumping it up and all that kind of stuff, ripping your paper. They got the fine metal brushes. They're full capacity markers. They come in an excellent color range, and I didn't realize this was a full set. This is 72, so I know they coming out with some more. You have to, because I need some more yellows, but I'm not complaining. But the thing that towards the end of the thing, she was talking about the box, and she did a whole thing on the boxes, and I wanted her to have the Meeting box, because look at this with the Meeting box. Miss Jennifer, did you know the Meeting box did this? She didn't have not one box that did this. Yes, just lean to the side and you can just pull them out with the cards. I said, Miss, she pulled out some that had the drawers, they was leaning to the side, some fell over. She had all of them. I was waiting for it to end. I said, Miss Jennifer. I didn't say anything in the chat. I was just watching. She did not pull out any of them that looked like this, like fold over, full set, put it back in there. The cap snaps. I think she calls it, what does she call it? A burp or a bump? There's a name when your caps snap on real tight. Is it butt? Is it burp? It begins with a B. Does anybody know what that is? Oh, you missed Jane because I was watching Christopher run Seaman live. Okay, he came back this week after 6 months of silence. Oh, well, Miss Jane won't mind a replay. I don't even know who the Christopher run Seaman is. Oh, they also the gel pens look like Panda Fly. Yes, I think Panda Fly was up in there too. I think it was. Yeah, they do look like Panda Fly. And you know, they all from the same factory or whatever. But those gel pens have surpassed the Uniball. I'm sorry, is it the Uniball? I mean, y'all know which one I'm talking about. The Jelly Roll. Because them Jelly Roll things, they kind of pricey. I got 3699 of the butt tigers for like $6 or $7. And they come in different sizes. I got all 3 of each size. That's cheap as heck, and they last a long time. Yep. So okay, so yeah, so anyway, I did not see the Meeting. Miss Jennifer, did you know the Meeting they did everything that you were asking for? The cap, the flow, the little cartridge window, the case. Miss Jennifer, hello. I need you to check out Meeting, boo. And it was $25. The Meeting's $25 for 72. I'm going to buy me some more Meeting products with my little budget for the month. So I was supposed to be talking about this. Okay. So, okay, my little haul. Okay. So this is the only book that I have completed. This is my first completed book, y'all. I completed it last year. Yes. Completed 10/2/25. Now, mind you, I bought the books 07/22. 2022, this book has how many pages? I'm not bragging or nothing, y'all. I'm actually being funny. This book has 35 pages, 34 or 35. Let me see, when did I start counting? It has 35 pages. Okay, and y'all, I just showed you this little book. This is a little book. Anybody should be able to finish this like in a week. It took me 3 years to finish this book, but I finished it. Okay, how many of y'all can say y'all finished a book? I don't care if it's a little book. Thank you. Right, it's called Goals. Yeah, it's something. It's a name, and she even said what it was. I want to say, and I even tried to write it down. Ooh, I did write it down somewhere. I'm gonna find out what it is if I have to read her video again, because it was a point in one of her ideal things about markers, that it does that effect. Whatever it is, it's got a whole freaking name. So anyway, so I said, well, this was good. Let me get another one. So I went ahead and got another one. Now, this is on the Amazon paper, of which I hate, but I took one for the team. I said, let me just go ahead and get this because I do like Morgan O'Brien. I know that I have a thing with RJ Hampson. Hold on. Let me see. This is on mute. Okay, I'm not calling it Canadian geese this morning. I know, but I said, well, you know what? Since I got a good run, you have no finished books. I don't have a big collection. I think I have a 35 to 40. Yes. And you know what? I don't have a whole lot either. Yeah, I am winning. I got bragging rights. Okay. It's only 35 pages, but I'm going to take my bragging rights. Okay. It's small goals. Okay. Whatever makes me happy. So I said, well, now I got to get another book by him, because I got to have two. Now, I don't mind him because it's small and it was like $8. And then the paper is cheap. But I mean, it only takes a minute to color it. So this book belongs to me. Now, this one is Rainy Day Coloring. What did I note? I had to note. I haven't numbered the pages, but I do not count 35 pages in this book like I counted in the first book. He gonna get it. He gonna get it. But I do see that you have kept the pages cute. Now, for some reason, my eyesight looks like the drawings are smaller. View, you being real petty. I just can't help it. Okay, it's just what it is. I mean, I'm gonna let you go with that only because it's the first book that I did do. I mean yeah. But it looks smaller. But the more I'm looking at it, they look smaller to me. I don't know if it's because you tried to put more in here. This is smaller. And even though this is cheap Amazon paper, this feels like a grade down from the cheap Amazon paper. But I'm gonna let you slide, Morgan O'Brien, because I do like you. You are, and see, this looks bigger. See, that's bigger. I wouldn't even known anything if I hadn't seen that. Am I wrong? See, I saw that and I was like, oh, that's tiny. And then I saw that. See, okay, I'm not going cray. Yeah, that's bigger, right? Well, he had most of his, and the other page was like that, and now he got this. But we do have more stuff to color. See, I'm not, and then we do have smaller fine liners and stuff. So I'm not gonna be mad. That's still kind of tiny, but and the paper is, I'm gonna say it's a tad bit smaller, but okay, we got the cover page. I'm gonna let you slide. Okay, now we looking normal. Now, it might be because I got 2 new eyeballs, because I had that cataract surgery. So, but I'm gonna stick one for the team. I like it. Thank you. So I got this one. So I got this one to work on. Hopefully, I'll finish it quicker than 3 years, especially since it's less books. Get a ruler out. I started to do that last night, Janet. And then when I started to reach for the ruler, I said, you're being petty, View. Petty View! You're being petty, View. Stop it. Okay, so I had to stop. So anyway, so I'm using the last of my gift cards. Now y'all know I had got these 2 books. And they give you a picture in there of the they give you a little poster with some of the pictures that the artists intended looks for the pictures that you can do or don't have to do. You do what you want to do. So I went ahead and got the artist book. Now, I didn't know about the artist book till I saw Miss Dee Dee. She has showed the artist book before, but I hadn't hit the wall with these. The thing about this whole thing is the paper. Y'all know I'm such a funny person when it comes to paper because of the way it feels. Baby, this paper, and this is not even watercolor paper, this whole artist thing. It's a lady, y'all. Googie Lee. This paper is a sketchbook paper. It's heavy, thick sketchbook paper. So it's not even watercolor paper, but it takes water medium. But when I tell you, I knew I'd like this. I knew I liked good paper. So I'm good with it. I'm good with it. So I know that Dee Dee said there was another book and she showed us again. So I went ahead and ordered this one. Now, I'm not going to complain. It came in double wrapped. It came in wrapped in a seal, and then it came in wrapped in another one. Now, I don't even know how it ended up becoming tore right there. I did not tear it. I'm not complaining. That's just the sleeve. The sleeve thing is feels really good. I'm just gonna put some tape on it. I'm not complaining. I see some things I don't complain about. I could just put some tape right there. Now I have no idea how did that. I did not do that. Where is it? I don't even have the strength to rip that anything like that. I don't. But I didn't do it. But it didn't hurt the book. And then it came with a little bitty book. This one is stapled together. It's just like a little sampler, you know. It is this is like Amazon paper. This is not the paper that's in the book, but this is a cute little book. And like if you want to share that with somebody or something like that, or if you want to practice your colors. So this is the book that has a lot of his pages. It doesn't have, well, I don't know. I didn't check it yet. I'm assuming, see, these are the two sheets that he gives you with the other book, with the other two books, these two fold outs. And then with one of the books, this whole poster is included. Okay. So anyway, I'm going to translate these, not right now, but at some point, because I want to know. So you get, and these are two color alongs I have to finish up this weekend. It's first of all, it's just so stinking beautiful. So, yeah. So I was flipping through this. It's got glossy pages, and then you can really see the detail. Now, Devin needs to help me with these. She was asking Jane about what something was, and I was like, "No, that's the jacket." Girl, it wasn't the jacket. It was exactly what Devin said it was. It was the man's hair and the background. All right, girl, I would have had that all wrong. I sure would have. But anyway, it's beautiful. It's something to go by. I have been I took this book to bed with me last night, and um, the page that Jane and I are working on is in here, and also the page that I'm working. Look at that. These are in the book. Gorgeous. And you really can't appreciate how gorgeous. Look at that. Looking at them little bitty page. Look at them, the little bitty things. Look at that. Look. Oh, look at that. Now this is well, that's not the one. This is the one that I'm coloring on. Let me just. Now I didn't, girl. I don't even know what I'm trying to say. Which book is it in? I need to. Oh, okay. Okay, y'all don't laugh. But anyway, it's just the interpretation. So anyway, I already knew the shorts weren't white and the socks weren't white. I already knew that. But anyway, the brightness, the colors, I knew that this was not just black and gray. That's basically what I want to say. So I feel better continuing how I was continuing. Not that I needed any validation, but look how beautiful these are. Now, this is the page that I'm doing now. It's this one. Oh, I didn't even see how beautiful this is until I saw it in here. But this is what I'm doing. Doing it in Tombow watercolor markers. And what's the one? Crayola Super Tips. But look how beautiful these pages are. Those little bitty things don't even. I want to do this one next. It is so good. I like that you choose your own color scheme. Yes. Well, I just, and I just use those things as an example. It's not to follow it exactly. And plus, I like to use different mediums. Like that one page, it's got like 6 or 7 different mediums. So, I can't, I just use it for, I call them copycat books or copycat things, but it's just for inspiration. Look how beautiful this is. Whew, look how you just really. Oh, now this one is in the book. I have this one too, and I don't mind coloring a skeleton. I really don't. I just ooh, girl, I would have never thought anything like this was in that book unless I saw this big thing. I mean, this the artist edition or whatever. I know it's bright. Hold on, y'all. Watch me drop the camera. And oh, okay. This chair is on wheels. Okay, that's a little better. Whew. Oh, it's just no words. Oh, it's like no girl. Look at that. Just oh. And look at his hair. Oh. Just gorgeous. Oh, just everything. Okay, no geese were hurt. Just, I mean, right, Miss Devon? Miss Devon, that little dog of yours is adorable. Oh my god, Miss Lucy. That's Miss Devon has Miss Lucy, y'all. And Miss Lucy is everything. Oh, I mean, oh. And this one I really want to do too. She's like a little elf. But I love the green eyes and the bird is green and the leaf is green. And then look at her cheeks. Just like, oh, look at that. Now, Miss Dee did this page. I like Miss Dee's page better. I do, because she blinged it out and everything. And then also Jane has done several pages in this book. They all have, and they all have their own interpretations. And like I said, I use it for inspiration. That I can really see this. Oh, this is the one right here. Lucy says hi. Earth, Earth, Earth. That's hi to Lucy. I speak dog. Can I pet that dog? I speak dog. I only had one cup of coffee. But see, now you can see it. See, now I can see that was. I said, no, that's the jacket. Devin and Jane was like, excuse me, that's not the jacket. That's the background and the hair. I said, well, okay. You're the master of your own book. Look how wrong I was. That's clearly the background and her. Now this, I got all turned around up in here. They was like, well, anybody asked you anyway? Look all loud and wrong. I wanted to go back in there and delete my comment, Devin. There's no delete on the live. Well, it depends on if you're on Restream. So anyway, don't touch that dog. I'm going to pet that dog. I know, right? And this dog and cat are fist bumping. Now, Miss Jane, with her little fancy self, they over there naming the breed of the dog. They didn't went and researched the dog, what the dog's supposed to look like. So they really getting all into it. Now, the only thing I did not like about this cat is I didn't like the human eyes on the cat. Now, I just happened to mention that. And Mrs. Jane said, well, I'm doing the cat eyes different. I said, well, all right now, girl. But I forgot, you the master of your own coloring book. And if you don't want human eyeballs on a cat, you can go ahead and change it. Hi, Hussy. You laughing? So, yeah. But they paw bumping. The dog's paw and the cat's paw. I know. I thought it was a cake, too. I really did. But see, we're not used to men having hair all the way down here. You know, the hair normally stops. Like we're used to like this kind of hair, maybe the shoulder length. This man's hair is all the way down to his knees. You know, we're not used to that. So, and then her hair is long, but you know, we okay with that. But this one really had me twisted. It did. Hold on, let me flip this. This was $19 on down to the Amazon. I'm gonna say $20 down to the Amazon. Now, if you order it in the China thing over there, the Etsy, I think you might be spending $40-$50. So I did spend $90 down to the Amazon. Now this picture, but Miss Zucchini Kitty colored it. I believe Miss what's the lady that come on every day? Oh, the teacher to come on every day. She comes on 365 at 7 o'clock. What is her name? I adore her. Oh, I can't think of what her name is. Irene Vick. That's her name. Miss Irene Vick comes on every day at 7 o'clock. If you want to set your clocks to 7 o'clock, I think she's East Coast. You can count on her. She comes on every day at 7 o'clock, and she's up. She's good for a good 2 or 3 hours, and she colors along. She teaches you so much stuff. She's very, very good, and she's interactive with the chat. If you even act like you gonna ask a question, she wanna know what you want, what you asking. What color is that? Oh, you know you can do that. And first of all, she scared me in the beginning because I felt like she was looking over my shoulder. But then I started liking her. She sells books. I bought a book off of her, not off of her, but a book from her at the Amazon. And I copied a couple pages out of it, but I'm gonna share that book with somebody else because it's a real true scale black and white, and I want to see somebody else color it. But I do have a couple of pages out of it, and I'm good. But Miss Irene is very intense, but she's good. But then Miss Irene turn around and color something like a camellia, or she'll color something fun. She'll color real serious stuff, and then she'll color something fun. Now she colors in every book that you can imagine, every coloring book. Yeah. So and then I know Miss Dee did this page also. A couple of the other artists, I think Miss Jane did. Everybody's done this page, so I cannot wait to put my stank on it. And that means when you say stank on it, means color it. Okay, that's an old term. So Devin got me speaking old terms now since we pulling out cassette tapes. But that's 5 a.m. Yeah, but she comes on every day. She's got years worth. How people come on every day? I mean, every day. Like, there is no, I mean, this is her, I mean, this is what she does. And she does books, and she's very, very prolific. Is that what? Yeah, she really is. I definitely admire her. I do. And she's a good teacher. She really is. And I believe that's what she did in her real career, you know. And I think she's retired now. Now, she does chew gum. I'm just pointing that out because some people don't like certain things. But she doesn't smack it. But you can tell she has chewing gum in it while she's talking. So, yeah. And how do you know certain? I don't know why. I can hear what I want to hear, but I can just hear. But it's not like I think it helps her concentrate. You know how sometimes you have a little something. Uh-oh, here goes my nose. Hold on. Like my friend who plays the choir in a church has to always have gum in her mouth. She chews gum, and she's been doing it ever since she was little. Because I remember. Yep. So sometimes people have like do the gum or do something while they're doing something creative. So, but she doesn't smack it or nothing like that. So I don't know why I had to put her business out in the street. But anyway. But you know, you would never know. You probably wouldn't have known. Don't tell her I said that she chewed gum. I don't know. Anyway, We're gonna go over there and run and tell her that you said she chewed gum. Look at this. Look how beautiful it is. This is the birds. This makes me think of Alfred Hitchcock, The Birds. And then you don't have to use the black and the gray. You can switch these colors out, y'all know. And this definitely reminds me of Pan Pastel. You can switch the colors out on these and add whatever colors. But the thing is to be able to see what the whole picture is. That's the part that I like. It's not just being able to copy the colors and try to match them and stuff. If you like it, you can do that. But I just want to see what the artist totally intended for us. I like that one also. I really love those trees. I saw somebody paint with a brush with the acrylic markers. They put the acrylic markers down and then wet the brush and then use it. I don't know what her name is. Is it Spare Room Studio? She finished a Kirby page just now. She did it all with acrylic markers. I think the Langau acrylic markers, and she used a water brush. Who would have thought? She sure did, and she did a gargoyle. Yeah, and it's beautiful. Look how beautiful this is. Anyway, so it's $19.99 down at the Amazon. Just beautiful. And this is the page that I have the nerve to try to attempt. I sure do. But did I have it here? I don't even know if I have it here. I could, because I got one arm now, so I only did the background, and I just did it real easy with the acrylic markers, and then instead of doing it the red or the orange, I found my 3 or 4 colors, Prismacolor. So I'm gonna do all the lanterns like that. So yeah, so it's like a inspiration. Now I did even use the picture that they gave us in the book. I used it to figure out where the black parts were, because it was kind of hard to figure it out, because I almost messed up this part, because it looks like that's this is actually part of her outfit, but I would have painted it all black, but it's not. It's and you can see right here, it's part of her dress. So that's a prime example how I would have jacked the page up, because I surely would have painted all that black, but it's not. It's part of her dress. So that's why I like to have the copycat picture of it. Or and this is beautiful too. 3 little ladies, else or whatever. They're else. They got the ears in a bird cage. This one a lot of people have done. I actually tried to do this one because I had bought the print offs for this book. It was only $4 to download, but it's 90 some pages. It's not the whole book, and it's a lot of ink and a lot of paper if you do it on good paper. And this one is beautiful. I would love to see Miss Dee do this one with her pan pastels, because I know it would be beautiful. And there are fish on that lantern page. Yes, they're fish. I know. I love that. Yeah, I love that one. That 1, 2 goldfish, 3 goldfish. Oh, 4 goldfish. There sure are goldfish. And I think that was one too, up in the corner. It's so beautiful. Now I will try to create the lights in the middle, illuminating. Yeah. You notice I said try. So yeah. And even just to get this for a coffee table book, I like switching out books on the coffee table. Just switch them out. Doesn't have to be anything political. Could just be something like this. Now I have to hide them when the little ones come around, because they think it's a coloring book. I know you did not color Crayola in my book. One of them thinks everything that's a book is meant to be colored in, whether there's anybody that looks like it needs to be colored in or not. Okay, ask me how I know. Anyway, so yeah, so that came with it's a companion book. And like I said, you get a little book with it. So if you want to just buy the companion book for $20, that's the USA, the Amazon. Or you can want 40 or 50 bucks with the Etsy, you can. And then the last thing that I got, this was, I think, less than $10. I think it was $8.99, $9.99. This is Posca. Y'all know I love Posca. Actually, I guess Posca is an acrylic, so I guess I do have a set of Poscas. curated my own set of Poscas. Y'all know how I like to get stuff on sale, but I saw somebody with these, and they have the glitter. These are glitter Poscas. They have the glitter Poscas in the American regular look how Posca looks, but this one was the Asian one. And y'all, this book is Chinese. I kept saying, I just said Asian, but to be politically correct, it's Chinese. Those books. Now, if I'm wrong, please let me know. But I did read it. That it's Chinese. Yeah. But anyway, so because I like to be correct, I don't want to just say Asian, like throwing a whole, blanket over or something. Anyway, so these are the glitter ones. These are Asian. I just wanted to see what they look like because I don't want to waste my glitters. Because I do like to do whole pages in glitter, especially mandalas. So let's see. And this is the one you got to do all, and I don't like doing all that, but they were cheap. But you got to push it down, and then hold it, and then it'll come down. Y'all know it. Oh Lord. Okay, here it is. Oh, that wasn't bad. That was fast. Now this is just some old cheap thing, but I wanted to see how glitter it is because I saw somebody using it and it was extremely glittery. There I go, adding stuff. I'm gonna just try. Okay, 1, 2, 3, and then just hold it. And if you tip it a little bit, you can see it run down. It's running down. Oh, this is fast. Okay. John, I had Poscas for years. The white one, I couldn't use them. I was getting ready to give them away. Poscas. How you don't give away Poscas? Because I didn't know how to use them. I thought, okay, so 2, 3, and then I just push it down and hold it, and you can kind of see it running down. Well, you not kind of see it. You can see it. See, there it is. Hold on. I want to see how shiny this is. This better be shiny. Okay. Let me do one more. Shake it. Oh, and then Miss Jennifer was sitting there with a little machine. I mean, it was a little machine, and she was putting the Posca pins on it, and it was wiggling the thing. It was wiggling it because she swatched over 9,000 Poscas. I mean, acrylic markers in her contest. And then I pump it 3 times, and then I push it down, and I just kind of tilt it. See, I see it coming down already. That's why you ain't got to just sit there and pump it. And don't do this on the page you're coloring because sometimes it will mess up. See, look how easy that came out. Okay, so let's see if it's oh, it is sparkly. I don't think y'all can be able to see that. Yeah, y'all not gonna be able to see that. It is sparkly. Now, would I run out and get them? And I don't think this is a good page. This is some old piece of cheap paper. This isn't a good page to really see how sparkly they are. I do see some sparkles. I ain't gonna sit here and blow smoke. It's just a set of markers that I see the sparkle. Now, if you probably put it on black paper, it'll probably work better. But you can get the American set. I think it's 8 of them for maybe like $14. I did see them. It's not super sparkly, but I think she did do it on some black paper where it was really looking like it was blinging out. But anyway, that's all. It is what it is. Y'all can't see. I can't even see, and I got it too. I can see little things, but you can do better. All right. That didn't sound nice, but I paid for this, and this ain't really no big deal. And now I have some Asian Poscas. I can say that. Okay, they fit right in because they look pastel colory. You saw the shine. Christina says she saw it. Devin says she saw it. Hold on. Oh my goodness. That means so y'all just saying you just can't see. Okay. Y'all see that? Okay, I do see a little bit of something. I see a little bit. Oh, okay. I see. I guess depending on what. But anyway, I think on better paper, I think it'll be cute. You know, if you know for I think I paid. Why is there an odd number? This must be a. Why isn't there a black or a white? This must be like a pastel set. You know, I can't read what this is. But anyway, it was less than $10. I'm not complaining. So now I can add this to my Posca set. Which hold on. Let me show you. And then I'm gonna get off of here. Oh, it's not like a whole set, y'all. But it's like 50. That's enough. One of these is a Sharpie and one of these is Posca. And now the Sharpies is alcohol mark. Those are Sharpies. That's like almost 100 in there. And I collected them from the Dollar Tree to, you know, just Office Depot and all that. So this is my and these are acrylic markers. So I guess I do have a set and I do like them. I've got some Asian ones in here and I've got the original ones. The Uni Posca. Uh-huh. So these look tinier. Yeah, they are. They're smaller. None of the I don't have any of these that bling, but they do have a set of these that bling. And I don't know nothing about them. I just saw them, but I wanted these because that lady enabled me. Okay. I got enabled. So I guess I need to stop saying that I don't have a set of acrylics. I do the Poscas. Now they're just a little pricier, but I do like them a lot. But for $25, my meeting is working for me. All right, that's all I got. Anybody else got any questions? That didn't sound nice how I said that. Let me eat my nana and drink my tea. Hi, Purple Penny Pages. Purple Penny Pages. Purple Penny Pages. I'm getting ready to leave, boo. She said, I ain't gonna say nothing till the witch act like she get ready to leave. Then I'm gonna say hi. Is she getting ready to go yet? You're welcome, Devin. I'm just teasing you, Purple Penny Pages. Love you. All right, well, watch my replay. All right, y'all have a good day. All right. Bye.